every track is different. We'll have some tracks that just happen to be faster, whether that's altitude, whether that's the surface, but they are all set at 200
Ladies
meters.
and gentlemen, now we are going to have men's 500 meters +D qualification on track. Let's welcome the first hit to the start line.
The 200-meter track. That means we have just over 2.5 laps. And here are your first 5 who will be underway. Jhon, TASCON, HOLGUIN, Colombia, a medal hope most certainly. QUALIFIERS, another one to watch with a medal from this game so far. MONSIVAIS from Mexico. And then we have Brayner, NERY, ARREOLA of Guatemala, and India's Arvanpal, GHUMAN, all lining up as the starter calls them to his orders. The start crucial in this sprint event, finding that correct position, and it is Jhon TASCON. The notable yellow suit of the Colombian. They stand out not just for the colours though, but for their prowess on the track and road. The sprint distance and over the longer. That's the bell, 1 lap to go. Jostling for positions is Jhon TASCON, just going to hold it from the front. It's the top 8 times, not position. So if this is a fast heat, we could see several athletes making it through from this. I think it's going to be safe to say that we will see Colombia in the final. 42.218, the winning time. And it's the times that we're going to be keeping an eye on as we go through these rounds. You can see the athletes just looking up at the scoreboard. They will know their times, and they'll know roughly what to expect from the following heats of who might be a threat to their position in the final. Yang from Chinese Taipei finishing a comfortable second. Well, both 1 and 2 in this heat already have a medal each from the 200 meters.
Skaters, please leave the track.
Let's see if Yang with a 42.316 is quick enough to make it through. We only see 7 athletes knocked out of the 15. And as long as you're in the top 8, the time at this point doesn't matter. Our second of 2 heats called up by the starter, and we have Vincenzo MAIORCA wanting to put some rights on the track. Yvan, SIVILIER, France, already with a medal. Johan Guzman Bitter, the man to beat. Antonio Martins Freitas of Portugal, and Zhang Zhenhai will have the full crowd behind him. The sole representative of China, just 1 athlete per nation in this event, but it's the man in the middle who has so far been unstoppable. He has won every sprint event available at these World Games. Is it too much to ask for another gold for the Spaniard? Well, first he's got to make it through these qualifying rounds, and it's a great start there for Yvan SIVILIER, who takes to the front, the Frenchman. No medal yet on the track, but he does have a successful bronze in the 1 lap event. And he's comfortable out in front, and Zhenhai keeping the hopes of the crowd alive. Can he make it through to the semi-final? Well, he's making a move with 1 lap to go, just coming through on the inside of the Frenchman. And this is great skating coming from Zhang. And it looks as though he could be securing his place in the semi-final, absolutely giving it everything there. The athlete from China, 42.162. Now that is notably quicker than heat number 1. And that will be important for those finishing further back in this heat. An athlete from this heat could have even finished 5th and still make it in. Top 8 overall, 15 athletes racing here. Well, that was a smooth move coming from Zhang as he just crept in on the inside. Yvan SIVILIER leaving that gap. And Zhang quite literally skating away with it. Well, here we go. Look at that. That is so close to breaking 42.003, 3,000ths of a second outside of going under 42. The quickest time, notably, so far by a considerable margin. And that is going to give the home crowd and the home team, the People's Republic of China, a lot to get excited about as we move into the semi-finals. But now we refocus. It is heat number 3 of 3. Ricardo Verdugo Campos for Chile. Ron Paklic, a bronze medal already for Germany. Tomasz Bohumski yet to get on that podium, representing Czechia. Jeremy Okwango and Thomas Grob making up the 5 athletes on this start line. The time has just been set incredibly fast. Are we going to see anyone breaking 42 seconds in this heat? We are about to find out. A little bit of jostling, and that is going to slow the times down. Because remember, it's not about positions in this, it is about times. They are racing the previous times that have been set, and they have been set incredibly fast. But taken to the front, it is Ricardo Verdugo, the very experienced Chilean. He has come out well from that sprint start. And he leads with 1 lap to go. Hot on his heels, we have Ecuador's Okwango. A little bit of a shock back in the pack there as we focus on the lead group at the moment. And what a finish this is looking like. Did it go to Jeremy Okwango? We'll see in a second. But that's potentially a slower heat as we see the frustration coming from Oliver Thomas Grob, who just took a stumble. Drama, drama, drama in that final heat of 3. That is the top athletes all through. All 15 have raced in this, and we just see the jostling going on. But this man managed to stay clear of that. And the light glistening off his skates. And it was just a mistake there by Thomas Grob as his dreams lie shattered on the track. And all you can do is watch as Ricardo Verdugo Campos glides over that line, potentially securing himself a position, and he does secure himself a position into the final, along with Jeremy Okwango, Thomas Bohumski and Ron Paklic from that final heat. So it might have been a little bit slower at the start, but they were close together, and 4 out of 5 are making it into the semi-final, which means of the earlier 2 heats, there are only 4 places remaining. It's yet to be confirmed who else has been quick enough to make it through. The top 8 will get to race again, and this man is one of them. Well, here we have confirmation of our all-important top 8. 7 athletes eliminated, 8 will get a chance to race again. We are so close to seeing a sub 42 second. Zhenhai topping that, 42.003. Well, that will keep China's hopes very much alive. Vincenzo MAIORCA will be delighted to be in another semi-final. The Italian not quite finding his best yet at these games. Quoli Yang looking for another medal as well in the sprint category at the World Games. And a painful end to the 500m+D campaign for Oliver Grob. Just slipping out on the corner. Ron Paklic also. But whatever the result today, it's time to refocus, whether racing again later on in the next round, the semi-final, or whether recovering and refocusing for the event the following day. Let's run you through. It's ZHANG, SIVILIER, TASCON, HOLGUIN, MAIORCA, Guzman Bitar, the man with 3 golds already, Verdugo Campos and Okwango Oyeda, who are into the semi-finals. They'll race again, and then it will be crunch time. The top two from those semi-finals will make it into the A final, where they are guaranteed a medal. They'll fight for the gold. Positions 3 and 4 at the end of these semi-finals will race in final B. Someone will come home empty-handed. The winner of that will take home the bronze.